If you're working really hard in your business, you've got plenty of work in the pipeline, yet you don't seem to be getting much traction with generating a greater net profit, in this short video I want to share with you where there could be 5 hidden profit drainers in your business. And one of the things that we know that in your profit and loss every month, there's no line item that says profit leakage cost you $15,200. But one of the things that we've recognized in working with thousands of businesses over the last few years is that there's always areas in a business where there is profit leaking. And what I'd like to share with you is 5 areas that we see commonly could be plugged pretty quickly. Firstly, I want you to take on board is that you cannot improve anything that you're not measuring. And the first thing is not really the first profit leakage area in your business, but messy or inaccurate books will not give you the information that you need to make better business decisions along the way. So first and foremost, before we get into these 5 hidden profit drainers, you have to make sure that your books are accurate, they're up to date. You can get the best information available about how your business is performing financially to help you make better decisions. If you don't have that, that's where you have to start. I'd like to think that when you're organized financially, you can ask your bookkeeper or your accountant for an updated list of your profit and loss, your balance sheet, and maybe your cash flow forecast very quickly to give you an accurate reflection of how your business has been performing and how it will be performing in the future. So that's the first place to look. What I want to share with you now is when it comes to customer acquisition or bringing on new customers, 2 areas where you may be leaking profits. First and foremost, you don't have a clear, defined dream or target customer. You're aiming to be all things to everyone, which means you're becoming nothing to no one. And when you try and take on everything that comes along, I guarantee there'll be some jobs that are super profitable and some jobs that aren't. In fact, they're actually costing you money. So not having a clearly identified target audience is one area where you could be leaking profits. The second aspect is that when it comes to tracking and measuring your marketing spend of time and energy and money, you don't have a process in place. So it's often said that business owners will tell us that 50% of their marketing is working. They just don't know which 50% is. So if you're investing either thousands of dollars a week, a month, or a year, and time and energy as well in generating new inquiries and new leads, wouldn't you like to know what's working and what's not? But if you don't have a way to actually track that information, measure it, and then manage it, I guarantee you that you're losing profits in that space as well. So that's the second area. The third area is when it comes to your labor productivity. How effective and how efficient are your team each and every day? If you're in a service and maintenance business, it's quite easy to be losing labor productivity by not scheduling accurately. And therefore, what we've got is a lot of unbillable time that gets wasted each and every week. If you're in the construction or the project business, sometimes the allocation of too much or too little labor on site will cost your productivity and also profitability as well. So the third area is in your labor productivity. And if you haven't seen our labor productivity checklist or our video on that, look out for that as well, because we have identified over 20 ways that your labor could be more effective when working each and every day. The fourth area that's usually quite hidden when it comes to leaking profits in your business is in your administration area, where you're double handling paperwork, whether it's between what's happening in the office or out in site. Miscommunication, double ups of communication, lost paperwork, all leads to time and energy wasted when a better process or more efficient systems in place could assist you with that. So that's an area to look. And the last but not least, and probably the most important thing to look at, as a business owner, what are the goals and objectives that you have or maybe don't have in place? Because if you don't have a vision, you don't have goals, you don't have objectives in place, what you'll find is it's like a ship that's just drifting in the ocean with no real direction that you want to go. And the reason why I brought this up last, but probably it's the most important, is that if you don't have a direction, if you don't have goals, you don't have objectives, then It's really more challenging to find what's important and what's not. It's a lot more challenging to say no to things because you're not quite clear about whether they're going to support you in your goals or objectives, or it's just another exciting thing to do. So there's 5 hidden profit drainers in your business. If you'd like more support around how to identify more areas that your business may be leaking profit, please be in touch with us. That's our goal, that's our objective, to work with you to create an even better business. All the best, and we'll talk to you soon.